Oh shit, what it do, my people? This is your boy Robert the Snail, aka that East Los kid, coming to you live and direct from my porch. Hope you guys had a beautiful Thursday as I did. Sorry for the glare. Camera's a little bit shoddy, but I'll get a better one soon. But anyways, um, really interesting thought that I had yesterday that I didn't get time to put today. But as I was at my daughter's soccer game, I noticed that there was a child who kept on going to the front of the line to kick the ball. And as he kept on going to the front of the line, they kept on putting him to the back of the line because you can't cheat. You gotta wait your turn. But as they kept on putting him to the back of the line kept on extending to what it used to be. So it was never getting shorter for this kid because he kept on trying to get to the front. So as he got to the front, the kid who kicked will go to the back, then that kid will go behind him. So there was never really an advancement for this guy, for this kid. And I started thinking, like, that's kind of the way life is about, cheating and stuff. Like, people try to get ahead of life by doing things that, like cutting corners and, doing all the bullshit that they think that, will get them ahead sooner and quicker instead of putting in the work and waiting their time and being patient and just, waiting for their time to come into fruition. I hope I used that word right. So, and that's the thing, is that most people try to just cut that corner because it's a patient game. Sometimes in a business, in a company, in life in general, it's all about patience. It's all about doing the work and being patient. While doing the work. Like if you're waiting for something to happen and you're not really putting in that work, then you can't expect for anything to happen to you. So you got to be patient, and those are usually the people who try to cut to the front because they don't want to put that work in, and they see everybody else in advancing, and they want to advance with them, but they didn't put that work in that they put in, so they're still at the back of the line. When they try to get to the front of the line, let me use myself for an example, because I don't want to put nobody on blast, but let me use myself for example. Like when I started this business, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't come from that background. I didn't come from that programming of, sitting down and hunkering down and doing what I got to do. It took time to learn, and in that process of trying to learn, I was trying to cut corners, and I was trying to like do things that I shouldn't be doing at that moment because I wasn't ready for it. And when I felt like I was advancing, there came a point in that situation where I had to go back to the beginning of where I was because I wasn't able to advance because I didn't have that knowledge of, that position. So, you might think you know everything until you get blindsided by a question. I like to use the terms of Mike Tyson, where everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. So, you got to put in the work. You got to put in that time. You got to just wait the patience and, oh shit, it was a bee. No, it's not a bee, I mean a mosquito. So you just got to have patience, guys. I call that the carousel effect. And that's when I thought in my head, this is called the carousel effect, And the reason why, more importantly, the reason why is because you just keep going round and round, and there's never really a point in a circle. It's just a circle is round, and it's a circle, and the circle goes round. Remember that shit? But it never ends. There's no ending. There's no beginning to a circle. So you're just kind of rounding about. Not only that, in the neighborhoods, during carnivals, a lot of kids, a lot of parents like to cut in the front of the carousel ride to get to the front because your kids are crying. And while you're trying to cut to the front, when your kids are crying, other kids are crying. So parents are kind of getting mad at each other because it's like, dude, get to the back because you weren't here. And next thing you know, that line keeps on getting longer and longer and longer and longer, and they never really get to that carousel ride because they keep on trying to cut. And when they try to cut, they keep on getting kicked to the back of the bus. So, in life, you gotta be patient. That's it. Just be patient. Don't cut corners. Don't bullshit yourself. Don't bullshit others. Always remain honesty. Always remain humble. Honest. Always remain humble. Always remain true to yourself. And understand that there are gonna be times where you're gonna want to jump ahead, and you're gonna get excited, and you're gonna have to learn how to hunker down and say, nope, this is not time for me to do this. Let me get what I gotta get going on, and then I can situate the problem and get together and with other people and mastermind what my effective strategies are. But don't do something that you can't do. So, y'all, that be good. Peace out. Love you all. Have a good day. Have a good life, and stay humble. Stay happy. Stay hungry. Smile for those who can't. Peace.